Balenciaga has been under a lot of fire recently after they stirred up a major controversy surrounding their rather disturbing ad. Of course, no brand wants to be seen in a bad light, as it primarily affects how much money they take in, and Balenciaga is no different. Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to our channel. Did Balenciaga lose money after controversial ad? Let's take a look into it. Number 5. The Balenciaga Controversy. The controversy Balenciaga conjured came after they released a campaign by the name of the Balenciaga gift shop. Although its name was quite wholesome, what the whole thing was about was far from it. The ad was shot back in October by Gabriele Galimberti, who is an Italian photographer known for making books in which kids are seen playing with toys. Fashion campaigns weren't exactly his area of expertise. When he was recruited to do a gig for Balenciaga, his creation was very disturbing to say the least. In the photos Galimberti took for the Balenciaga ad, a bunch of kids could be seen holding messed up teddy bears and handbags. The teddy bears were dressed in leather harnesses, fishnet tops, and had black eyes. From what we've heard, everything from the children to the things they were holding were picked by the people in the upper echelon of Balenciaga. The entire project was also monitored by staff members. Number 4. Balenciaga does another good. The public outcry began shortly after the ad came out. Having innocent-looking kids be involved with bondage paraphernalia was a no-no for almost everyone on the internet. These are two things that should never be used in the same sentence. 5 days later, Balenciaga decided to put up another campaign featuring the brand's 2023 garden robe advertising, in which Isabella Huppert, Nicole Kidman, and Bella Hadid all took part. At first glance, this new campaign had nothing to do with their previous creepy campaign, but upon a deeper look, the second campaign used the paperwork from the Supreme Court's decision on child pornography as a prop. Yeah. Later down the line, it was discovered that the garden robe campaign was shot a few months before the infamous gift shop campaign. This prompted people to obviously link the two and come to the conclusion that Balenciaga was promoting child pornography. Number 3. What did Balenciaga have to say? The amount of pressure Balenciaga was under made sense for them to release an apology, which they did. "We apologize for displaying unsettling documents in our campaign." Their statement read, "We take this matter very seriously and are taking legal action against the parties responsible for creating the set and including unapproved items for our Spring 23 campaign photo shoot. We strongly condemn abuse of children in any form. We stand for children's safety and well-being," it continued. A few days later, the brand even filed a lawsuit against the production companies, Nicolas Desjardins and North 6, which were apparently pulling the strings behind the two scandalous campaigns. Or at least that's what Balenciaga claims. Before we continue, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying it. Also press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. Now let's get back to what we were talking about. Number 2. Balenciaga loses money. According to the reports that have surfaced, Balenciaga has apparently lost hundreds of millions of dollars after their controversy. They apparently tried to make some of that money back after suing the production company, which they claim was behind the ad campaigns, as we've already said. The lawsuit asked for $25 million in damages. The lawsuit further stated that it was the two production companies that were behind putting the Supreme Court documents regarding child pornography in the ad campaign, without Balenciaga's knowledge. The public and the media have falsely and horrifically associated Balenciaga with the repulsive and deeply disturbing subject. The fashion house wrote in the court documents. They even deleted the images off their social media handles following the backlash. But hey, you probably heard of the saying, "What goes up on the internet stays on the internet." A week had barely passed until they stopped proceeding legal action toward the production teams. This rubbed people in all the wrong ways. Was it the rich protecting the rich again? Were there no repercussions for the wealthy or whatever misdeed they did? The public didn't buy their apology for obvious reasons. For the majority of people, Balenciaga is a done deal. Number 1. The aftermath of it all. After doing what they had just done, which was taking back the lawsuit, Balenciaga decided to go a different route, which was taking full responsibility for their scandalous behavior. "We take full accountability for our lack of oversight and control of the documents in the background," they said. "We could have done things differently." The brand apologized for everything that had anything to do with the scandal. They even did so for the separate ad campaign in which the children were holding teddy bears and clothing that resembled bondage. But that didn't take back all the damage that had been done. Even though the fashion company had made almost $2 billion last year from sales, the recent major controversy they stirred up hit them with a blow so hard that it will take a long while for them to bounce back. That is, if we assume that they ever will. With this, we come to the end of our video. Here was a deep dive into just how much money Balenciaga lost after their controversial ad.